What's going on, Minecraft fans? My name is Shiloh, and welcome back to another part of Minecraft Temple's 100 Days. We're on report 7, so let's begin with day 19. Day 19, Story Day. You know the drill. 2 clips of Bridgin, 1 clip of Cave. And for this Bridgin, once again, I changed up how I did it. It's similar to the last part, but a slight change. This time, I use 20 every time I bridge, horizontally and diagonally. Made bridges way more simple, and made my uses of sandstone way more simple. And it was just more satisfying to do. Now, always when I'm doing this, there's some caveat. And this caveat was sweaty. Just like Jax, he joined my world. And just like Jax, I was worried. So unlike Jax, I actually put Sweaty on Visitor while on Creative so he could explore the world, but have no way of breaking anything to ensure that my base would stay safe, everything I did would stay safe, and I wouldn't have to redo this once again. And after doing that to make sure I'm fully safe, I use my eyes up under to see where to go, and proceeded to use 20 horizontally, leaving me with only 4 left diagonally. But luckily, thanks to always to me having stacks of sandstone, this is never a problem. It's weird to only place 4 down and use Eye of Ender to use 20 to use your Eye of Ender to put 20 refer blah blah blah. But at least it makes bridging slightly faster and less time consuming. No matter how much time it is how I will get to the end temple. And when I'm finally there, recording clips inside that temple, searching for the end portal and getting all that loot will be a nice break from all this bridging. Even when I do slightly mess up, cause me have to fix it off camera. But even with that slight mistake, I kept on going forward on like Mike Tyson's career. Anyways, I went back to my base to get some more ice and enders so I could keep know where to go, which took all the way to sunset. Knowing that there's no mobs to worry about, I couldn't care. Honestly, it makes Bridget look way more beautiful. But anytime I'm bridging, I'm always thinking about stuff. Thinking about what I could be doing other than bridging. Thinking about Luke the Notable, how he made his bridging look so good. Thinking about what my base will look like after 30 days. How instead of adding new floors, I plan to extend the previous floors to make them bigger. Man, how that will bloat the thumbnail. But hey, it's important for evolution. Anyways, it became nighttime around here. Once again, girlfriend was texting me, and it makes Bridget even more beautiful looking. Next time, I'm gonna do another strategy change. This time, I'm gonna use 32 horizontally and diagonally, which should use all my stacks up real quick. Meaning I'll have to bring more than 3 stacks this time around. This should be the clip, while shorter, but it should still be around 2 minutes because after this, it's only going to be 1 clip of Bridget, no longer 2. That's right, only 1 clip. Meaning that most of the Bridget will probably, unfortunately, but it's fine. But yeah, after I ran out of sandstone, I had to use my city that was supposed to be for the portal to keep bridges so that I hit the 20 mark. Fortunately, we're supposed to hit the third clip you're about to see. But it is nice always going back to the caves, so I can't complain too much. Anyways, in the last clip of day 19, I went back to where I got my obsidian originally. Time to grab some more. Well, I needed more because I just used all the obsidian that was supposed to be for the portal, for the bridge. So Yeah, I regain all that obsidian back. Now, last time I only got 21. This time I got 23. Why I get 2 more, you asked? I don't know, just felt like it. You know, has some extra obsidian just to sit there, maybe for like collection or something. Zombies. Now, not too much zombies, but they were an annoyance. Now, luckily, with a diamond sword, it's pretty easy to deal with. Even when a zombie is responsible for a city and falling into freaking lava. But luckily, with a water bucket, you can quickly change that to be in your favor. Anyways, day 20, base change day. And right when instead of expanding the base, I wanted to finish the dirt floor. I left this dirt floor really unfinished, and now is the time to change it. The first change was the practice area. Instead of using armor stands that would instantly break in like 3 hits, I'm using wool since wool does not break in 3 hits by a sword. You could use it infinitely unless you break with your hand or your tools. For practice, as you can hit and shoot as many times as you want without always having to place down. Like armor stands where it would break after like 3 hits. You gotta constantly do it. That's be so annoying. Not the first change. Even though the Dragon Head did not place right like the rest, luckily with a diamond pickaxe, I fixed it pretty fast. Next thing was the colorization. The second floor, as you know, is green. So for the third floor, I decided to go for yellow deep, starting with the windows. Which is why I grabbed 3 stacks of everything. I was pretty sure 3 stacks would be enough for the entire thing. And with the windows, it was clear that 3 stacks would definitely be enough for it, as it was just these windows were pretty small. But they do fit the color schemes on the walls pretty nicely, I may add. Now, there is one thing wrong with the roof that is because of the target, so I'll try to fix it. And the target should be okay. We won't find out though. But yeah, with just only 2 stacks of glass yellow stained windows, I managed to finish the windows, leaving me with only one thing that needed more work: the flooring, which is why I got out my carpets and placed it everywhere. Best as I can, best as I can, holding up a build button, which sometimes just wouldn't work for some reason. But I did not let that stop me. Get this doing it. Forget that I had a people up here somehow. But yeah, I went back down for some caving and stuff, and it became sunset again. But thanks to torches inside here, I wasn't worried about any mobs spawning and attacking me, wasting time. I continue to place on the carpet, going over objects. It's making carpets float somehow. This is where the issue of holding it down really became an issue, as I kept floating, not placing fast like I wanted it to. That is the fact that so many objects that I completely forgot were up here just kept getting in the way, making the floor look really unfinished. I managed to resolve some of this, but like with the practice stuff and the sides, I can't remove that. It can't be up top of a carpet for some reason. So they have to stay because some parts of the ground have this the sandstone, which, while yes, being in a sandstone temple, it still needs to feel like a home. It doesn't feel just like a temple all the time. This is my home. This is where I'm living. And unfortunately, 3 stacks of carpet was enough, so I did some minor cheating to finish it, getting another 2 stacks of carpet. Now, I know you're going to get mad at this, but remember, it's only minor. I'm not doing any big cheats that would help me with the game or make the game easier. It's just to finish the 3rd floor of a house. It won't affect what happens in the next parts. I still got to do everything else in survival mode with the big chance of death. Now, of course, I could always just come back and respawn, but if this was really hardcore, that wouldn't be the case. I would have to be extremely more careful than what I am at these, so don't let this get you bad. It's just to finish a base, not to make the game easy. Anyways, I managed to place all the carpet down and redo the lighting of the room so the torches will be on the walls instead of on the ground, which covers more lights and practically makes this spawn proof free. I did try to put some carpets below the practice stuff, but as you see, it did not work. I then started to admire my beauty and was happy with myself that I managed to quite fix it working, even though I couldn't place a carpet on the ladder. The last thing I did was to set up the nether portal. At first, I was going to put this in the basement of the house, but I decided this should be the thumbnail change. So I went outside in the middle of the night to put out a little area down for the nether portal. And I know you're thinking this is highly unsafe, but I wasn't worried about that because of my shield and diamond tools. I knew I could easily take down any mob that came my way, like zombies and spiders. But while the spider being a zombie, thanks to not having the ability to climb walls, couldn't. So I simply built a little protection area around my nether portals so I could go into this without being attacked by any skeletons, zombies, spiders, etc. And now I couldn't finish one part of it because the zombies nearby. I didn't want to waste my tools to fight them. I didn't manage to finish everything else. It gave my nether portal a nice little entrance. Unfortunately, I didn't have a flint still, so I went inside and grabbed some flint. But to my surprise, in my chests, I didn't have any. So just like with the last clip with the carpet, I did some minor shit to get flint to finish my nether portal. But with the get do not get bad, I didn't do this to make it easier. I just wanted to finish what was already done. So after doing that, I lit up my portal, stared at its beauty, and went to sleep. Realizing that I gotta tell someone to go to sleep first. And now here is day 21 on that day. And this is pretty standard. Husks, skeletons, and spiders. But unlike the rest of them I did this, I did not let the husks and skeletons fight each other as possible. I made sure I would fight most of them, no matter if they're fighting each other or not. I needed to get involved way more. And this is when it's happening. I kept rushing into with my diamond tools and now my new diamond armor that I made from all that cave in and killed everything else in my way. Even when they weren't fighting me, I still ran in and killed them like crazy. Only shielded not even often because the diamond armor makes basically a tank. But after finishing it in less than a minute, the unsatisfied I felt was unlike any other. Every time I did this, I at least did it in like a minute, but not this time. So the plan I was gonna do is crazy. I was gonna go into the nether to fight some piglins, but these mobs wanted to find out. So I made sure they found out. It was pretty simple, blockage, swords, and bows, but they found out with their lives. And this is what happens when you find out, people. Don't don't mess around. Do not mess around. I have more mobs continue to find out. It's just like my awesome skills you receive for every day. I slaughtered these basically, even with the help of a creeper who managed to be an assistance to these zombies' deaths. Thank you, Creeper, for that nice assistance with your explosion. I ran off to get some more who are in my way of my portal. Using my sword a lot, but instead I would use my bow just a little bit more. And that's what I did. Using the orb for the skeleton and this husk. And I continue to run to my another portal to deal with some more spiders and husk and skeletons. With bows and swords we need to deal with. I noticed see those any drowned in the ocean. Only spotted zombies who probably should have been turned by drowns by now, but I guess it didn't feel like it. I did see one drown, but it was way more drowns. But after nearly drowning from having to fight all those mobs, I was again to go into my city portrait. The clip realizing that I don't have much time for that, so I decided to screw it. Let's go inside, have a good sleep, and end day 21. And by the way, Sweaty left the world before I recorded.
And that, Minecraft fans, is the end of part 7. Hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, subscribe, like, bell, clock, notify, go on my TikTok, second X, girlfriend Jackson Mason. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to the nether like I hoped, but luckily, part 8, we are. So, stay tuned for when that happens. Peace!